My name is Miles Morales. I'm Brooklyn's one and only Spider-Man. And things are going great.
Oh yeah, you were supposed to be here at 5.
All right, whatever.
Whatever?
Superheroes have long been allegories for social issues, and with the release of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse, one of the film's main characters again embodies the ideals of social justice which have informed characters from Superman to the X-Men. After seeing the character's arc and noticing some other clues throughout the film, many Across the Spider-Verse fans agree that the film's version of Gwen Stacy is clearly coded as transgender, and they couldn't be more thrilled.
He never doubts that he is loved. And he never lets anyone tell him that he doesn't belong there.
In a time of rising hate against trans people and other members of the queer community, with a deluge of anti-gay and anti-trans laws sweeping the nation, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse not only declares its support for trans rights but imbues its narrative with a trans allegory, potentially delivering the first trans superhero in a major motion picture. That interpretation has left many trans fans and allies choked with emotion. In fact, many trans fans of the film see a plethora of evidence that the version of Gwen Stacy portrayed in Across the Spider-Verse is, in fact, not merely an ally of the trans community but is herself trans, and they've wholeheartedly embraced her as such. From the animation styles used to render her universe to a variety of trans pride symbols appearing around her, and even to the way her narrative arc unfolds, many feel the film provides plenty of evidence that Gwen is an example of trans representation done well. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse doesn't explicitly label Gwen Stacy as transgender, but there are strong hints to that effect. Trans art, often created under oppressive conditions, has a long history of explicating its ideas through thinly veiled subtext. For example, although The Matrix stars Keanu Reeves as a cisgender, heterosexual man, it was created by two trans women who have loudly confirmed what film theorists long suspected, that the movie is an allegory for the trans experience. But Across the Spider-Verse is much clearer in its depiction of Gwen's trans identity than the Wachowski sisters could afford to be in 1999. Not only does Gwen have a trans pride flag embossed with the words "Protect Trans Kids" hanging over her bedroom door, but her universe of origin is consistently rendered in shades of white, blue, and pink, reflective of the trans pride flag colors. As Gwen re-enters her universe of origin and finally has a heart-to-heart with her dad, the character herself is entirely rendered in those colors, with even her hair taking on hues of the trans pride flag. In that same scene, her father can be seen wearing a trans pride patch above his police badge. And it should be noted that, as Gwen pours her heart out to her estranged dad, she tells him that she's struggled with hiding a part of herself from him. Trans fans of Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse have taken to the internet, broadcasting their love for Gwen Stacy's depiction in the film. Some shared their own stories, which they saw reflected in Gwen's experience, while others simply enjoyed feeling affirmed by a beloved franchise. Meanwhile, others used Gwen's potential trans identity as the basis for some quick quips, such as Tumblr user @PantsDevoid, who joked, "I would just like to thank Across the Spider-Verse for further confirming my belief that one cannot be Spider-Man without being at least a little gay or trans." But as many scholars have long asserted, all readings of a text are valid, especially when the subtext to back up that reading is so glaringly obvious. On Tumblr, @CaptainKashup summed the entire debate up best by noting that art is always open to interpretation, so for those who see Gwen as trans, that reading is valid. Trans, cis, lesbian, straight, bi, pan, ace. Gwen is Gwen, they wrote. She's whatever you want her to be. And no one can take that away from you.